My name is Kris van Cauwenbergh. I'm a 5G business development manager at Proximus Next, and during the next 20 minutes I will tell you everything about 5G. In order to do so, I brought two very smart people along and three bold statements. Let's start light with the statements. 4G is great, 5G is way much better. Who believes in it? Of course, we very much believe in this. Why would we otherwise be investing so much in this new kind of technology? But why is 5G so interesting for us? Well, in fact, it leans on four big pillars. And the first of those pillars is the enhanced mobile broadband. It's a difficult term to say it is faster, up to 10 times as fast as 4G. Where 4G boasts speeds from 75 to 110 Mbps, we have with 5G speeds of up to 1 gig and even higher. And no, these speeds are not some speeds we managed to obtain once in lab conditions. No, these are real life performances we reach with our 5G implementations. The next is a low latency. And on the field of latency, we managed for the moment to go from 7 till 4 milliseconds. And that low latency is very important because it enables all devices to make them wireless, devices which are bound to a wire until now. The other one is massive connectivity. Who went to Werchter this year? Not a lot of music lovers in the hall, I see. Oh, okay, great, yeah. So Werchter is for us a very interesting case because every year, for about the same amount of people gather on the same area. 90,000 people at the area, the holy grounds of Werchter. And for us, it's nice to correlate the usage in data at the site at that moment. And we see with regards to 2019, we now in 2024 have an increase of more than 300% in data usage there, real mobile data usage. If we correlate this for the next 5 years till 2029, we will predict that it will even explode by more than 600%. So we need to have a technology which is capable to support all these connections. And the massive connectivity in 5G is able to connect up to 1 million endpoints per square kilometer. And the last is network slicing. The term says itself, network slicing, it's the ability to slice up the network in different segments. And each segment can have its own characteristics during a given time and a given place. For instance, if you want to have a burst-in upload on a certain time and a certain place, we can make it happen for you on demand. Now, about which elements are we talking about when we talk about a mobile network? At first, we need the devices, the endpoints. Of course, they need to be 5G capable. Then we have the spectrum. The spectrum is in fact the license we bought to propagate certain frequencies through the air. The more spectrum you can offer as a telco operator, the richer the use cases will be, because the better the bandwidth will be that you can offer. And Proximus acquired the largest spectrum of all operators which are active in Belgium for the moment. Then we have the radio access layer, the antenna. That's what we see every day in our streets, the antennas. Preferably they're on a high structure, a tower or a mast. A mast is correct English, I looked it up on Google. And then we have the transport layer. And the transport layer is, of course, our own fiber network. This connects all the antennas to the core which is of course 5G capable, but the core is at least 4G backwards compatible. I already received a lot of questions today of people who are asking me whether we would phase out the 4G network. No, people, there are no such plans for the moment because we need the bandwidth. Oof. So, about all these elements, we deliver them on two levels. We deliver them on a public level, which is the public network, as we have it on our cell phones. For the moment, we're at about 60% of all cells which are already upgraded towards the 5G technology. And we deliver it on a private level. This brings me to the next statement, which is you can have your own 5G network already today. That's what we call an MPN or a mobile private network. A mobile private network delivers all the elements that I indicated before, but in a kind of more miniaturized way, and you can have the full potential of a 5G network under your full control. You decide upon where the data goes to or where the data stays. You can decide upon your own reliability, stability and scalability. And the good news is it serves multiple purposes. So different use cases throughout different industries are possible with an MPN. Now, we are speaking of basically the same elements. And about the antennas, I've got an important note to make. Because we can install private antennas or we can use a very specific technique in order to upscale public cells to your MPN. Your data stays local, but you can benefit from the coverage of a public cell. And here's the good news, we already have 4,500 antennas throughout Belgium. But I can still boast a lot about 5G and its virtues, but why not let our customers talk for themselves? So please people give a warm round of applause for Cyrielle Böttcher and Ghazaleh Kia.
Thank you, Kris. Hello everyone, I'm Cyrielle Böttcher, Project Director at NOVANDI, and I'm going to tell you about LUSTA 5G. LUSTA 5G, or 5G teleoperated secure multimodal logistics, is a project involving 6 experienced partners. It has been in development since April 2023 thanks to the subsidy given by the federal government as a part of the deployment of 5G technology in Belgium. It will take into an end at the end of this year. LUSTA 5G, as I said, is a project involving 6 experienced partners and designed to develop a 5G proof of concept demonstrating the suitability of 5G, a 5G MPN, dedicated to the remote operation of heavy handling equipment on a port, namely a gantry crane and an electrical truck used to move containers around multimodal platforms. This equipment is managed from a control tower located at a port, a logistics site in NOVANDI's platform in Liège. Actually, it's the pressing needs of our sector, the logistics sector, that are behind our project LUSTA 5G. Like many other sectors, we are in front of radical changes. In particular, it's facing major external pressures such as a rising of energy prices, a shortage of labor skilled. We have also issue with the handling equipment that is quite difficult to obtain, but also we have to take into account our country's hope for climate mitigation. So today, 5G might be a real solution for our sector. And finally, 5G, LUSTA 5G targets most of these challenges. Indeed, one of the major objectives of the project is to offer comfortable working conditions to our colleagues, the crane operator, most of whom are over 50 years old, to make the job of this operator more arduous, so make it more attractive, to improve the performance of people already on the job by reducing the period of inactivity, but also to offer the opportunity to switch from one remotely operated machine to another one, This makes it possible to pull the time of one operator on the machine, and so it's an economical factor really attractive. By integrating data and aggregating it to obtain usable information, the technology optimizes the management of the terminal. 5G also guarantees a higher level of security on the terminal thanks to massive data processing and also superior video quality. This aspect offers the prospect of gain in operational efficiency. In general, 5G technology applied in the world of logistics bring more efficiency, is more fluid, and so it makes it appealing for customer. This customer appeal means that a part of truck transport can be shifted to inland waterways, thereby reducing the carbon impact of moving goods. So today, 5G represents a real ally for the climate in our sector. To meet these challenges, the project relies on high-quality partners. Firstly, naturally, Proximus, the telecom operator. It's partner responsible for setting up, configuring, installing the 5G MPN temporary on our site, and they also make the connectivity, performance test, and simulation also. Secondly, Multitel is a research organization that is managing the development of tools and procedures concerning the real-time evaluation of connectivity and 5G connectivity on different locations on site to be sure to be able to provide the teleoperation on a permanent basis. Seafar, as my colleague here, Ghazaleh here, Seafar is the partner responsible for the design and engineering the remote operated system for Granty cranes based on needs of NOVANDI cranes operator. They also provide different training sessions for our employees. The partner responsible for the autonomous truck is AX9. AX9 is developing the vehicle autonomous and remotely operated movement system, and he adapted to the operational constraint of our use case. The consortium can also count on Logistics in Wallonia, the innovation cluster dedicated to transport, to mobility, and to logistics sectors. They are responsible for communicating and also disseminating the result of the research, but also of the project in general. Finally, Novandi, by its subsidiary Tercofin, a Walloon company specialized in freight, handling, multimodal logistics, is the end user of the solutions developed during the project by our technical partners. So Tercofin carry out the on-site test and operates all the heavy handling machine on their platforms. At the end of the project, the technical partner will have a real experience and a real demonstration of the use of 5G MPN. LUSTA 5G will have demonstrated the effectiveness, the efficiency, and the safety of this 5G connectivity solution between a remotely operated machine or heavy handling equipment for autonomous or solely operated, and tower control based on our sector, based on a private 5G network, enabling operational requirements to be met in a complete safety. All this in a complex and evolving environment, you know, the port or terminal environment. From an operational point of view, the project will improve the working condition of our guys, naturally. It will provide a higher security level at the terminal, and it will improve also the operation thanks to the application of smart port principle. Also, for the educational material will be available for the large public, because we will produce some text and some videos for the public. Now I propose you to have a look at this short video.
Le rôle de Logistique wallonien a été de fédérer un ensemble de partenaires qui, autour d'un réseau privé 5G, permettent à un opérateur qui est à distance sur le site de pouvoir téléopérer une grue et un camion qui vient rechercher les conteneurs ici sur la plateforme.
Alors, LUSTA 5G, c'est avant tout un projet orienté opérationnel. Donc, nous sécurisons une plateforme via la téléopération d'une grue et l'automatisation d'une cinquième roue, d'un camion qui fait des allers-retours en autonome sur la plateforme.
Le projet est porté par la société NOVANDI, une société qui est spécialisée dans le transport multimodal et le transport fluvial, avec les sociétés Proximus, EX9, Seafar, le centre de recherche Multitel et le pôle de compétitivité Logistique wallonien.
Dans le cadre de nos activités, nous sommes ici au confluent de différentes politiques publiques. Nous devons donc faire attention aux nouveaux enjeux climatiques, nous devons réduire notre impact sur l'environnement et donc pour ce faire, nous mettons en place de nouvelles stratégies.
La contribution de Proximus dans ce projet d'innovation est la mise à disposition d'un réseau 5G privé. Le réseau privé va offrir la sécurité au niveau des données, seul NOVANDI a accès à ce réseau, et la 5G va offrir de la bande passante pour la gestion des flux vidéo et de la très faible latence pour le contrôle à distance du camion et de la grue.
Et pour opérer un grue à distance, on a besoin des capteurs. Donc nous, on installe un système de contrôle, mais aussi des capteurs comme les lidars, des caméras et des antennes 5G. On a besoin de la connexion 5G pour piloter la grue à distance dans toutes les conditions. Prendre et déposer un conteneur est une opération très précise et on a besoin d'une connexion 5G avec le minimum de latence.
Multitel a réalisé un système de monitoring temps réel de la qualité du signal 5G pour prédire son fonctionnement en sécurité.
Grâce à LUSTA 5G, nous avons pu mener des tests essentiels sur notre camion autonome et connecté, entouré de spécialistes de la connectivité. Grâce à leur expertise, nous avons amélioré notre connaissance de la technologie en vue de son intégration dans notre solution d'automatisation des mouvements des remorques sur les zones logistiques développées par EX9.
Dans le secteur de la logistique, nous faisons face à des défis permanents. Nous devons nous y adapter. Pour s'y adapter, la technologie est un allié de force.
Now I let the floor to my colleague, Ghazaleh, who will explain you the technical aspect of LUSTA 5G.
Thank you very much, Cyrielle. Hello, everyone. My name is Ghazaleh and I am the R&D project manager at Seafar. Today, I have the pleasure to present our latest achievement in LUSTA 5G project. So in LUSTA 5G project, we are actually focusing on the remote operation of two vehicles. One of them, the crane, and the other one, the truck. But why are we focusing on this? Actually, we want to answer the demand for human resources. We would like to increase the green operational hours, and also we would like to enhance the safety and operational efficiency. In fact, our vision is to centralize and optimize the workforce via the remote operations. So, why do we need 5G connectivity for this solution? Let's have a closer look at the technology. In the left picture, you see an operator sitting behind the control station. So he has access to different monitors and also the joysticks. He sees all the camera streams visualized, and he also has access to all the different parameters related to the crane. So by seeing all these parameters through the human-machine interface, he can make safe decisions and he can control the crane from the control station, which is from a far distance to the crane. The crane you see here is equipped with different sensors and devices. So to be able to transfer all the data from the crane to the control station, we require a reliable, secure and fast connection. And this is when 5G comes to the play. But what do we have on the crane? We have the cameras, we have the LiDAR, we have the 5G modems to enable all the data transfer. And also we have the vehicle control system. The vehicle control system interfaces with the instruments on board the crane, so we can enable the remote operation of the crane from the control center. And at the control center, the operator has access to the monitors, so live camera streams, which requires high bandwidth provided by 5G connectivity, thanks to our partner Proximus. and also the joysticks which enable the operation of the crane. Also we have the processors and the human-machine interface running on these processors. So, the crane is not the only vehicle, we were also focusing on the truck. So on the truck we also brought our system, the vehicle control system here, but the navigational instruments are different, and we interface with the navigational instrument on board the truck. And also we equip the truck with the cameras and 5G modems as well, so the connection is also enabled through connectivity to the remote operation center, meaning that the operator can also operate the truck after the operation with the crane is done. So, to conclude, there are two key points in remote operation. One of them is the remote monitoring, which is enabled through camera and also the human-machine interface. And the other one is the remote control, which is enabled through the interfaces and the vehicle control system. For all these two parts, we need the 5G connectivity to enable the secure and reliable connection. Finally, we need operational feedback from the operators so we can enhance and improve our system. Thank you very much for your attention. I would like to give floor back to Kris.
Thank you, Cyrielle and Ghazaleh, which brings me to the last statement of our presentation, which is 5G is here and now. As we speak, more use cases are coming up at different types of industries. It's not whether you will use 5G, but when. So did you already think about 5G as the enabler for new use cases, enabling more automation and better and safer operations? Because if you won't do it, bear in mind that we as Proximus Next know for sure that your competition is already talking with us about it as we speak.
Proximus Next. Think possible.